Welcome back to AM Live. I'm here with the lovely Lucy Hackett, and Lucy's going to be telling us about different updates and things that are going on, a membership drive from the JBCA. And Lucy, tell us something about that so our viewers know what we're
Jackson
talking about.
Business and Community Association, relatively new iteration of several older Jackson business associations over the years for Main Street. Historic Jackson Business Association was recently, we reformed in 2010 with the idea that it would be a business and community association. So the mission is really to help Jackson be a fun place to live and a fun place to visit for people who come to Jackson.
Absolutely.
And so what we do is things that it's nobody else's job to do. We advertise, come visit Jackson, not for any particular business, but just because it's a great place to visit.
It's fun.
And there's tons to do. In the last year or so, we've had the Kennedy Tailing Wheels Park reopen. We've had the museum reopen, the rehabilitation of the Vista Point.
Which is beautiful.
People are really enjoying that.
I see people picnic there all the time.
I know, I do too.
It's great.
Yeah, it is really fun. So these are things that we need to let people outside of the area know about. And frankly, for some of our folks, if you haven't been there recently, if you haven't been over to see the Kennedy Tailing Wheels in their new fabulous building.
Now tell them where they're located. So people
sure.
want to
So
go.
The Tailing Wheels Park is out on Jackson Gate Road, out, let's see, is it past, not quite to Teresa's, on the right-hand side. Turn in there, and it used to be that you had to walk up a very steep trail. Now you can drive up the trail and see, and the Tailing Wheels, as historic, it's actually the symbol of Jackson, is that big tailing wheel. It's now enclosed in a glass-walled structure that Keith Sweet organized and put together to preserve it from the weather because it was affected by the
Well, it's so interesting because one day I was talking to Teresa, and we were talking about the history, and there's so much history there.
Absolutely.
People do not realize the history, and I mean it was so fascinating to listen to her speak about it, and it's a lot of fun. And what else do we have?
In the last year or so, Jackson Business Association has put up 21 plaques on historic buildings on Main Street. And the plaques have a number and the name of the building. And we've also published a walking tour, which was written by Larry Sonato years ago before he passed away. And it tells a little bit of history all about Jackson, as well as a little bit of history on each of the 21 buildings. So folks who come to visit Jackson Main Street pick up a walking tour, and they get just a taste of the history you were just talking about. One of the Gallo brothers was born in a building here on Main Street. Civil War history happened here on Main Street. Of course, there were hangings and shootings and
everybody
all
thinks
kinds of fun.
People think that just happened over in Hangtown over there in Placerville. No, it happened here too.
There used to be a tree, a large oak tree on Main Street. It's not there anymore, obviously. That was the hanging tree.
Yeah.
And of course now with the National Hotel reopened, that folks can come visit and spend the night. And
you mentioned that Jackson has more rooms to come and stay than anywhere else in the county.
All the way from the hotels that are on the highway, and then now the National Hotel. If folks are coming to Amador County and spending the night, they are very likely spending the night in Jackson. So we want to make sure they have lots of fun things to do, and that's one of JBCA's missions. So we put on events, and we also support other people's events. So Christmas Delights, of course, the big Christmas party is one of our big projects. We hire the entertainment and do all the advertising in the county and out of the county for Christmas Delights.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Santa Claus
Tommy and I covered it last year, and
the fire dancers were awesome last year.
Yes, the enthusiasm and the fun, and being across the street at the fire station and watching them light the tree. I mean, the kids is what I have more fun with the kids. I mean, it's just so much fun to watch the expression.
Santa Claus can hardly get to his tree to light it.
No, he certainly cannot.
Swarmed
and between the kids and then Leland, I mean, Leland's our biggest kid.
Yeah.
He loves that. I mean, he is so adorable down there and having fun. But we want to get more members to join.
We do. We, like every organization, we always need new folks coming in and old folks returning, or past members, I should say.
Sure.
We're all old folks now, aren't we?
Oh, I'm older than you, Toots.
So we have a membership meeting coming up, a general membership meeting on Monday evening, this coming Monday, 5:30 at Rosebuds Cafe. Come, buy a glass of wine. We are going to be toasting our outgoing president, Pat Crew. Pat was our founding president 4 years ago, and he's really been an amazing
great man.
Father to JBCA. He's
Yes.
been the mayor of Jackson during this period as well, and really carried the load of, bringing folks in and keeping folks moving forward for JBCA.
He never gets tired that.
Well, but he is now. So. but we are looking for folks to renew their memberships and come and give us ideas for the upcoming year. There are some very exciting things happening for next year, or our next fiscal year, but this year in September, Days of 49, the Kit Carson Mountain Men are planning to do a wagon train and camp out through Amador County.
Right.
But it will culminate in Jackson on Main Street. The plan is to have a Mountain Man parade and to have a whole day of Western activities, possibly a barbecue and old-fashioned dance. So that's a big event that's coming in.
Well, I want you to come back and tell us about that, too.
Well, and I'm not an organizer of that, but Jackson Main Street will be the center of attention, and we'll want to be sure to really advertise and promote that. And that's one of the
As a matter of fact, I think that
do.
one of the gentlemen was here discussing what they were going to be doing.
Sure. John Corollo is the Kit Carson Mountain Men president, and
And we want him
really
to come
putting
back
that
and to remind people, because it's important, and it's going to be a lot of fun, to do that. And Tommy, you're
Tommy's excited already.
Tommy's excited.
Are you going to grow your beard for that, Tommy?
I asked John if he had that thing spaded on the top, neutered on the top of his head there.
Did he wear his coyote
He
hat?
sure did.
Whatever it was.
He sure did.
The city of Jackson gives grants, TOT money that's raised by tourists visiting the hotel rooms, to JBCA. So we have funding that is used to promote Jackson. We have the Visit Jackson CA website. We produce the Jackson Visitors Guides with a map of all the Jackson attractions that people pick up when they're in town. We print the Visitors Guides. So we have funding that comes from the city to do some fun and exciting things. And we want to hear people's ideas, and we welcome new things. Last year, our friend Jeanette McDonald, who owns Gifted down by the National Hotel here on Main Street, wanted to put up corn husks and fall decorations when we do our scarecrow contest. So we decorated last fall. We decorated Main Street with the corn husks and pumpkins and scarecrows, and it was darling.
It looked fantastic.
It was up for a month, and our visitors really enjoyed it. And I think our folks who live here, we want Jackson to be a fun place to live.
When I come down the street in the morning, I come down about 6:30 every Friday morning, and it is just so. It's so nice and quiet and serene.
Oh,
but
sure.
During the holidays, like when you did the corn husk.
And the decorations are all
it
up.
looks fantastic. And all the stores do a beautiful job.
Everybody does their little bit.
You bet. So we want to remind everybody, 5:30 at Rosebuds Monday.
This Monday.
And get out and
if you can't come on Monday, but you'd like to help participate in any way, shoot me an email. We have an info@visitjacksonca.com.
Okay.
Go to our website, shoot me an email, say, I'd like to help. When are the next meetings?
Now, Lucy, is the agenda of during the year of all the events on that site, too?
Absolutely. Everything we do, phone number, contacts. And, of course, we have an office here on Main Street that is mainly staffed by the Amador County Historical Society, but you can drop in the office when they're open as well.
Nothing's better than to come down, park your car, and just walk up and down the street.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, yeah.
I love to be a streetwalker
And here
in
we
Jackson.
are. Here we are on Main Street right now in this cool building.
I mean, it's just great.
On TV.
It's so much fun. It really is. Lucy, thank you for all your hard work and trying to keep people interested and getting people to come and help out, because it's so important. Jackson's a very, very important part of our heritage.
And we love Jackson.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the opportunity.
You're welcome, my dear. We're going to take a We're going to go directly to Cam.
Okay.
I got to leave you there, kiddo.